Hello, I'm Sandra and welcome to the Cherry Heart podcast. This is episode 20 and it's a podcast about crochet and knitting and, well, mostly those two, but anything other wisecrafty that I might get up to. You can find me and the show notes on my blog, which is cherryheart.co.uk, and I'm on Instagram as cherryheart. No, I'm not. As Sandra Cherry HRT. That's what I'm on Instagram as. And I'm on Facebook and Pinterest, actually. Don't think I normally mention that. Pulled that out of the bag for some reason today, as Cherry Heart. And there is also a Ravelry group, Cherry Heart's Cozy Corner. If you'd like to join us there, have a little podcast thread where we can chat, and if you have any questions or anything, so that's there as well. I'm Cherry Heart on Ravelry, by the way. I think that's everything, isn't it? Right, let's get on. For we have much to discuss, my friends. Much to discuss. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just collecting my thoughts. And thinking about what I've got to tell you. I've got my head full of festival. I went to a yarn festival at the weekend in Hitchin, called Festival, and that was good fun, but I'll talk a bit more about that later because it sort of slots in better later. And as you know, this is a very professional production and things always go very smoothly and slot together nicely. It's true. Right, let's start with what I've made, what I've done, because I haven't done much. Well, I have, but I haven't finished much. Not sure I've done much either. I feel like lately, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm working really, really, really hard. Putting lots and lots of hours putting lots of hours in and doing lots of work. But not a lot seems to be happening. It's like running through a treacle. I'm putting all the effort in, but I'm not moving anywhere. I don't know, maybe it's the time of year or something. Maybe you feel the same, do you? Or maybe you're just, I don't know, it feels like everyone else is being productive and I'm just getting nowhere. But I guess we all feel like that sometimes, don't we? Anywho, back to the point, which is socks. So these are my blueberry waffle socks. Oh my god, I love them. Look how fantastic they look on the camera. Especially when they glare out like that. Nice. This one looks good though, this side. This one's glaring out a bit. I've got a window beside me and I might know how to set the camera up. I went for a slightly different position this time, but maybe that wasn't wise. Anyway. Yes, so these are my blueberry waffle socks that I made in my blueberry pancakes yarn from Herbstblatt Regina in Germany. And it's in the most gorgeous yarn. Let me hold them back so you can get the whole thing. Yeah, not a lot to say about those really, is there? Just they're done and they're gorgeous and I love them. And this pattern, this yarn actually, it's a 4-ply, but it's got a really nice sort of fluffy, it feels like a thick 4-ply, I suppose, because they are, you know, they do vary, don't they? But it's just perfect for the minute because they feel like they're going to be lovely and cozy and warm and gorgeous to wear. And especially the blueberry waffles pattern. The waffle pattern is very, the texture makes a really squidgy, nice thick sock as well. So I can wear these now, so I'm excited about that because the weather is getting colder and I need them. Yeah. What can I tell you? Not a lot really. I knit them on 2.5, my higher sharps, which is my preferred needle at this time. And I did, oh, that's what I could tell you. Look, I don't know if you remember, if you were here last time, were you here last time? If you were here last time, I thought myself very clever because I had done, I do a bigger cuff, so I do 72 on the cuff and then decrease down to 64 for the leg. And so the decreases lined up nicely with the pattern. I did a 3 by 2 by 2 by 2 rib. So I've got a 3 there, and then a 2, and then a 3. And then I decreased the 3s down to 2s, and it all lined up. Most proud of myself. And then I cast the second one on and completely forgot all about it and just did a normal 2 by 2 rib. And I could have ripped back, but it just felt like this project had been hanging around for long enough by that point, and I couldn't be bothered. I thought, no one's going to see, no one's going to know, so I just left it. Never mind, eh? So much for my grandiose plans of lining them up. Didn't work out. Yes, and that's all I've finished, really. The next thing, I sort of finished this, but I haven't really finished this. I know. I've been talking about this again lately because I sort of put it away over, I don't know, I haven't had it out for a while, have I? I got it out last time to show you, and I was sort of, the end was near. So I've just got a bit of yarn attached. So let's see if we can show. It's very hard to show this thing, isn't it? Okay, so when we spoke last time, oh, let's go back a bit. Desk. When we spoke last time, I'd done this section here. And I think I'd done these two here, this one and this one, I think. So I finished off that row here, and then I did all the way along here. God, that's loads. Did I really do all of that? I think so. So from about this height to the top, all the way along the top there. But once you sit and get going with this thing, it kind of goes. And look, I've got some of my blueberry sock in there. Blueberry pancakes. It's the wrong way around, actually. Not that you can really tell, but just because I've started putting a border on. So yes, so exciting times. So my original plan was to finish the actual blanket and then I would get it out again later, probably in December, to do the border. But once I've got the blanket, I kind of couldn't resist. But I'm trying to eke it out because I'm just really enjoying this project and I just don't want it to end. It's just lovely to sort of, it's got to a nice size. I can sit with it all over me and work on it, and there's still plenty to work on, and it covers me and little one next to me as well. And I can still work my way around the border. So far, I've just got a little tiny row of double crochets, or single crochets in America. You can't really see it there. Going round. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a round like this, and then I'm going to do a round of crab stitch, so I'll go back the other way. That is my plan, my cunning plan. But yeah, I kind of just like just a tiny little edge, just to literally sort of finish it off. Doesn't really need much. It's all going on, isn't it? Doesn't need much else. So I do kind of just like that. But I think I've done a little test of the crab stitch going back, and that looks good too. So this is my edging yarn, my border yarn, which is a yarn from Eden Cottage, which isn't actually trading anymore. It's EADEN. Is it Cottage or just Eden Yarns? No, it's just Eden Yarns, that's right. But she closed her shop a while ago, so I've only got this and one other of hers left. But I thought this would work well because it's blue goes with most things, I guess, for one thing. And it's kind of got a bit of variegated. It's very It's just speckly really, rather than mad colour changes, so I thought that would probably work quite well. And it seems to be looking good against everything so far. And as I say, I tried my little crab stitch bit and that seemed to work out well. Yeah, I like. So yeah, I kind of just want to work on this. But if I did, it wouldn't last me 5 minutes, so I'll perhaps save it for the weekends, those nice snuggling up. Just coming back in a bit. Those nice snuggling up and sitting on the sofa all together times, and just gradually work my way around. So yeah, I'm going to miss having this one on the go, I think. I didn't think I would ever manage to put up with having a project hanging around for so long, because I've had it on the go all year. But it's been okay. It's sort of, because I sort of did a certain amount of squares, a sort of a block at a time, every time I got it out, and then I put it away again. It kind of broke it down into sections, and somehow completing that section was enough of a completed goal for me to then put it away and not feel like I wasn't getting anywhere with it, because I could see visible progress each time I got it out, I guess. So I kind of want to try something like that for next year, but I don't think I want to make another blanket. Well, another sock blanket. I don't think. I'm kind of tempted, but I don't think. But I have got some minis left I didn't use, but you do need an awful lot for this. Because this is effectively, if I'd done all my little squares actual square size, which I didn't because, oh, look at that one. Which I didn't because I didn't always have the right size, like this one's just a little thin bit, for example. Yeah, if I'd done them all that size, I've got, 12 by 16 square blanket. So what is that? Why didn't I work this out beforehand? 160, 92, isn't it? 192 squares. Oh my god, that's 192 minis. Although in reality, as I say, I've probably got a few more. I reckon I must have 200 in here then, probably, because some bits were smaller. Wow. I'm going to weigh it and see how much it weighs altogether when it's done. Imagine the yardage. That's going to look good on my total yardage this year. I like that. Yeah, so it is fun. But I'm not sure I want to do exactly the same thing again. But I do want a project like that. I like the idea of having a year-long project. And I sort of break it down into bits. So I might think about what that could be. I've also enjoyed having the box of socks on the go. So I kind of aim to do a sock each month. So I could have 12 done by the end of the year. And I've already done 12. And I've got a whole month left. So that was fun too. Yeah, I like sort of having little things on the go. Nothing too arduous or difficult, but just little goals to, come back to. Anyway, so that is that little scrappy blanket, and this brings me on to the Swap Swap in the Ravelry group, Cherry Heart's Cozy Corner, and we are doing a Swapless Swap. This is being run by the lovely Lisa of Life of Laugh or Life Full of Laugh on Ravelry. And it is a swap with the lovely Javier Land from Etsy. That's Carol. I'm not quite sure I'm saying the shop name right. I did talk about this last time, but I want to talk about it again because the sign up thread is still open, so you can still sign up and take part in the Swapless Swap, which is a good thing if you are just starting out, or just if you need some more minis, because you don't have to have your own minis to swap. You just sign up to the thread and pay the amount depending on where you are in the world. It varies because of postage. And then you can get 10 lovely minis sent to you, and they're going to be about 40 yards, so that's almost around 10 grams per mini. So that's lots of lovely blanket squares, and then also hopefully you'll have some to swap on, so that will start your ball rolling on the swapping things. So I'm hoping you are seeing some pictures. I'm going to try and put some pictures in so you can see some of Carol's lovely yarns, samples of the sort of thing we might be getting maybe, because it's kind of a mystery element to it. We haven't got a picture of exactly what they'll get, so what I'm in it to, so what we will get. But that's exciting, isn't it? I want to see. So if I don't start another sock blanket, I might do, I need something else for those gorgeous minis that are going to be coming through. Need to think about that. I need another mini project for 2017. So yeah, so if you would like to start your own, or just you're getting low on your mini stash and you need a bit of a top up, then pop along to Cherry Heart's Cozy Corner on Ravelry and see if you fancy signing up to that thread. So that will be fun. So that's open until, I think you've got until January to pay. So it could make a good Christmas present, maybe, for you or for a yarny friend. Yeah, and then the skeins will come out in the new year. So that'd be something to look forward to on a horrible drizzly grey January. It'd be fun to have something like that coming to look forward to, coming through the door, won't it? January or February, I think they're going to come by. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. That will be good. So let's move on from that, although it is tempting just to leave it over me. But we have other whips to talk of, so let's get on with that. And let's pop that down there for a minute. So I've got my basket here. I hope it doesn't creak. My whip basket. Right, so this one I'm working with this little beauty. Let's try and see if you can see the speckles on that. This is, look at that. Ew. It's my little face peering round. Look at the colours. Oh my god, I love it. Right, this is Goblin Dance by the lovely Molly, Magical Molly of Homespun House, and it's on her sparkle base, which is it 100% merino. Find one that's not wound, and let me tell you. Oh no, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold stellina. That's it in its natural state. Well, as it comes, and that is it wound. So I am making a cardigan from this book, 3 from the top, and it is this cardigan here. That's it, and that's the child's version as well. It's called Aberfoyle, and it's by Joanne Scrace. And this is what I've got so far. Oh, did I bring my little... I've done a little pocket. It says to do the pocket first because it kind of acts as a swatch, which is quite a clever idea. So here's my pocket. Look at that! Come up nice and close. Oh my goodness. Look at the little edging detail. Isn't that cute? I love it. Got a bit of pooling action here, which normally would drive me around the twist, to be honest, because I don't like pooling. But you know what? This yarn is just so gorgeous. I love it so. I just cannot be upset about it. Look at it. It's got that tiny little pale blue in it as well. It's lovely. So pop that back. Let's keep in my place in my little pattern book here. Yeah, so here is, let me hold it up sort of in shape as it were, if I can. So this is what I've got so far, just a bit of yoke. What do you think? So my contrast colour is this lovely pale petal pink. I don't know if you remembered from a couple of episodes ago, but the gorgeous Regina sent me this, and with an order that I placed with her, and it just went so beautifully, perfection, that it had to go in with this, and I really love how it looks. It's sort of, there's enough contrast there without being too, oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so that's all I've got so far. And I've got my little stitch marker. This is from Molly from Homespun House as well. My little donut. It's been a little slow going actually, because the way the stitches, the pattern is made, the stitches that you're using to create this sort of look. It's not that it's fiddly, it's just not the most, it's not as easy to get into the rhythm with it, because it's a paid for pattern, so I don't really want to give anything away, but I don't think it's giving too much away to say that it uses what are they called? Mind has gone completely blank. Half trebles, aren't they? So half doubles, American. I don't know why that was so hard to think of. Yeah, which isn't my favourite to do, basically. Cutting to the chase. It's not as rhythmic as doing a treble, doubles in America, because you sort of, this is how you do them, by waving your hands around in the hair like Amy. Blah, 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 blah. By waving your hand around in the air like a mimic. Yeah, trebles, you just fall into that nice rhythm, but with half trebles, I find I don't somehow quite so much. So yeah, so it's been a bit slow going in some ways, and also, you know, you've got to sort of count stitches and get your increases in the right place, which I went wrong a few times and had to undo and things. But it's coming along nicely. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it's interesting to sort of see how it's, you know, how the counts are coming along and how it's all coming out, because I've been kind of reading up about the old cardigan making game, the old crochet cardigan business, and I've been doing some research and reading some books and things, and I've been learning. I've been doing some learning. Yeah, it's interesting. It also makes me think that my cardigan, the reason why I'm doing all this is because I might attempt a pattern of the cardigan that I made that had the V-stitch bit up here. You may or may not remember it, but I did that from the bottom up just because I wanted the V's to be the right way up. But I'm now seriously thinking, I mean, when I originally made it, I thought it'd be easier to do it top down, and now I've sort of learnt more about it. I'm like, yeah, it really, really would be easier to do it top down. So I might do a little sample and see if I can work it backwards, like literally reverse engineer. Yeah, from the top down, and sort of see how I feel about the V's being the other way up, because in some ways it kind of creates a zigzag, so it shouldn't really make that much difference, so it might be all right. But yeah, I can see that that could be less problematic if I did do that, so I might try that at some point. But yeah, but it's interesting just to see. I've been looking at lots of different patterns to try and, you know, see what techniques they use and things, and yeah, it's just interesting. It's interesting learning things, isn't it? When you're in the mood for it, you have to kind of be in the mood for it. Anyway, let us see how we're doing on the old list of things to talk about. So we talked about the socks that I've done, we've talked about what I'm doing. I've got this on the go that I'm doing as well, actually. I kind of brought it up but to show you, but it's a bit of a words flying to my head so I can use you. What word do I want to say? It's a bit of a sort of mistake's the only thing that's coming into my head. It's not a mistake. It's a bit of a botched job. I don't know. It's not going entirely to plan. Let's just show it to you and stop trying to. Woo. It's going to be mitts. First of all. So I've been messing around. I couldn't get the stitch count right because I decided to do, instead of do ribbing, I wanted the little colourful blobs to sort of show a bit more. So I wanted to do, I thought I'd try moss stitch and see how they came up with that. And I kind of like how they come up, but I'm not sure how much I love the overall effect of it. But I do really like, let's show you this side as well because it's different colours. I do really like how it looks in garter stitch. It doesn't really go actually, does it? Looking on the camera here, does that go? Looks a bit wrong to me. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. Yeah. So I was trying different stitches to get this bit to come out right, and I've sort of been decreasing down, but the first thing I tried was too big, so I ripped it out and tried something differently, but then I got colour pooling like you wouldn't believe. Sad face. So then this is a sort of half and half. I kind of did this bit bigger and then decreased for this bit slightly, but not as much as I did last time to try and avoid the pooling, but it is pooling slightly. But somehow in the garter stitch it doesn't look so bad as it did when it was in the moss stitch. So what I might do, in conclusion, with, you know, slightly less gibberish, what I might do is just do garter stitch. Just rip it out and just do good old garter. Good old Gertie garter. Trouble is it's going to curl up if I do that, isn't it? But maybe I just go with it anyway. Because the other thing is it's garter stitch, and as you see I've got it on my circulars. These are my Knit Pro Zings. And of course if you're knitting garter stitch on circulars you have to actually purl a row, knit a row, purl a row. Who wants that? Surely the joy, the unbridled joy of garter stitches, it's just knit, 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 knit. So yeah, so I might actually undo this. This is the third attempt, by the way. I might undo this and go number 4, attempt number 4, just garter stitch and just knit it flat. It means seaming afterwards, but that's got to be better than purling every other row, hasn't it? Yeah, I think so. What would you do? Would you do that? I think that's a good way forward. So let me talk about the yarn quickly. Oh, it looks a bit funny on the camera. Looks strange. Guess it sort of seems to highlight the colour slightly differently on the camera, but yeah. But it's this, which I kind of love. I'm kind of liking the dark rainbow at the minute. Got that hedgerow yarns one that I got. Was that last time? Time before? Time before that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of got some blacks and greys in there, but it's got, wow, real pops of gorgeous colour as well. Look at that. And you can see how they ping out. And that. Yeah, so this is, stick to the issue. This is Kate Celine yarn, and it's a double knit, and it's her Pop Fizzle. It's a grey Pop Fizzle. I love, love, love her Pop Fizzle colourways. They're just gorgeous. Oh, every one of them. She's got it on a sort of a pink base and a purple base and a green and a blue and just a natural base as well. But they're all just lovely, sprinkly, rainbowy gorgeousness. Yeah. And I've got quite a few that I knit into my blanket actually, and well, crocheted into my blanket even, and they just come up, every one of them comes up absolutely beautiful. And it doesn't seem to matter if you knit or crochet it either. It comes up just lovely. I think even actually the crochet ones just didn't, and with what I did with them, they didn't pull at all, so they're even nicer in my opinion. Oh, and that's another thought. If I knit back and forth instead of knitting the round, it will certainly change any pooling, won't it? It might get rid of, so I might be able to knit the size I want, but if I knit it back and forth, I won't get the pooling that I had when I knit it in the round. Ooh, that's a good thought. Try that later. Happy with that thought. I'll give that a whirl. Yeah, so that's on the go as well. So that's 3 things on the go. That's a lot for me. 4 if you count sewing things, because I've got a pile of fabric over there that's supposed to be becoming something that has sat there for about 2 weeks now. All in good time. All in good time. Right, let us move on. Where are we now? Pips, patterns in progress. Not a lot to report, just this one that we've got sort of that's near being shown to the world, coming out into the world at the moment. Still in testing, going really well, very exciting. So hopefully by the end of the month on that one, hopefully. And exciting news, there's going to be a US terms version as well, which is something I've sort of been tinkering around with and toying with doing. I kind of resisted it for a long time because I thought, well, most people are okay at translating, it's fine. And I was a bit worried about just sort of doubling up, and if you make a mistake, it's going to be a mistake on both versions. And ugh. But yeah, I'm going for it with this one. So I've got some lovely help from a lovely person on Ravelry who I've been chatting to, who I won't mention because I don't know. I haven't asked if that's okay yet, but yeah. Lovely people on Ravelry, because Yarny people are the best. So I'm getting some help there, and so hopefully there will be a choice of a UK or US version for you. So that'll be new, so we'll see how that goes, see what people make of that, if you like that idea, if that works well. I have started sort of thinking about translating some of my others as well. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, or whether you think, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see if you think that would be necessary or not, I guess, is what I'm saying. I asked on Ravelry once, and people generally thought it probably wasn't that much of a problem, which is good, but I don't know, what do you think? Be nice to know. So that's that. Other patterns I need to do, well, there's not much to report basically. I've got things tinkering along in the background, but not a lot to report as yet, and there's no point talking about it until it's vaguely likely to happen, because otherwise you're just waiting around for ages, aren't you, and it's awful. So let's move on to goodies. Incoming goodies. Festival is what I want to talk about here. So as I was saying earlier, Yarn Festival in Hitchin. I went last year with Sam from Betsy Makes. I think we actually got, well, I know we actually got in free last time. We sort of, as a, in order to blog about it, we were allowed in free. So that was fun because I hadn't really heard about it before. But now I know about it, and it's not far from me. And yeah, it's good. It's nice to have another one to go to that's not too far, because I know of quite a few yarn festivals now, but many of them are quite far away, like Edinburgh and Yarndale, and is it Wonderwool that's in Wales, and there's one in Cumbria, isn't there? Which are lovely to go on trips, but it is quite far. So now I've got Fibre East and Festival that are nice and close, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, so that was lovely, and I actually was helping out Sam. Sam from Betsy Makes had a stall there. That was her first time doing a stall at a yarn festival, so that was all very exciting and nerve-wracking for her. But so I moseyed along, and then I kind of hung out with her most of the day, so that was kind of cool. But it was really nice because as people sort of went round, you got to sort of see people a bit more and speak to people, and yeah, have some yarny chatter, and some lovely, lovely people that had watched the podcast or had read the blog came up and said hi to me. So that was really, really nice. There was a couple of people that I've sort of talked to quite a bit online that came up and said hi, so it was, I don't know, it's just so sort of strange that you feel like you know people, or you've been speaking to people and you've never seen them in the flesh. It's really quite bizarre. So it's really, really lovely when you do get to meet them for real. So yeah, so thank you if you came up and said hello, basically, is what I'm trying to say, because it was really, really nice. And it's made me think that because I'm always very shy, and I think, oh, what will I say, and oh, I couldn't, I don't know if ever I've seen anyone. And it's made me think, no, I shall have to get over that shyness, and I should say something. I should just come and say hello, and because it's really nice when people do it to me. So I will have to be brave, and I will do that in future. I think I should definitely try to be a bit more brave and do that a bit more often, I think, because it's really nice to sort of connect with people that way. Yeah, so I enjoyed it, basically. But and I got some goodies while I was there, so let's show you those. Miss Sam, Miss Betsy Makes. Now, the good thing about offering to help your friend out with her stall is you get to see all the stuff. And this is what I got. Look at this. Oh my god. Isn't it the most gorgeous little set? I love it. And see how I've kept it all pristine and haven't used it at all, so I could show it to you. Using it tonight. Oh, I love it. And this is the inside look. That one's got this interior to match, and this little pocket. This is half the fun as well. I went up to Sam's stall and was, oh, hello, and then I was like, oh, this one, oh, this one. There were easily 6 or 7 that I could have just bought straight away because they were so nice. But it's just so exciting to see what she's put inside as well. She always puts lovely things inside. Yeah, it was really, really hard to choose which one, because she had so many lovely, lovely designs, and she had quite a lot of Christmas ones there, which was really exciting. And I was so tempted to get a really Christmassy one, but I have made a couple of Christmas ones myself, and I thought there are a limit to how many Christmassy ones you can use. So I thought this was perfect because it's got that kind of wintry feel, but it's not exclusively Christmas. Also be very good to use on my birthday, I think. That says Sandra's birthday to me, because I have a January birthday, so it's quite wintry, so that makes sense. Oh, and I also got this to go with. So I've got the whole set. This came as a set, but then Sam said, oh, my sales lady that she is, she said, oh, I do a DPN that goes with that, you know. Okay. Done. Yeah, so I've got this thing about DPN cozies. I wanted to get a DPN cozy, even though I don't use DPNs. What's that about? Yeah, what's up with that? I like the look of DPNs. I like watching people when they knit with DPNs. I like the idea of it, and I like DPN cozies, so I want to have another go at knitting with DPNs, basically. It probably won't work, and I'll probably get annoyed and think, oh, this would just be so much easier if I use Magic Loop, which is what I've thought before. But I'm going to give it a go anyway. But the plus side is, I will show you, if it is an abject failure and I really can't knit with DPNs, I can put my circular needles in there as well, because look, it actually fits quite nicely and the wire just hangs out the edge. So let me just show you, I'll put it in a minute so you can see, but I just wanted to show you this one as well. This is the one I saw first, because look, it's got a little sausage on it. So, and little puss cats. So I had to get that, but then I like the other one to match the bag as well, so I get both. Ooh, look at the inside of that. I don't think I even looked at that before. Ooh, pretty. So let's test it out. Let's test out the Magic Loop knitting theory. Perfect. There you go, look. And then you can have your little socky poking out. How cute. Such a lovely way to sort all your knitting. Oh, I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased that my Magic Loop will fit in there as well. And then the other thing I got from Sam, because she started dyeing She started dyeing yarn. Look. Oh, she had some absolute beauties there. There's another one that I really want as well. I ran out of money. No, I just took cash and I was sort of thought I'll stick to a budget this time. Be very careful. Oh my god, it looks so good. So yeah, I might have to tap her up for that another time and get another one. So the base for this one is called Little Smile, and it's a 4-ply, and this one is actually a 75% superwash merino and 25% silk, and it has got, you can feel the silk in it. It's got a really nice sort of drape to it, and the colour is Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. It's cherry heart colours to me. So it's got the kind of darker pink, the mid pink, and then some nice golden yellow, which is kind of like my little logo colours. So I had to get it. It's like practically made for me. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this, because it almost seems a shame to use it for socks because it's got the lovely sort of drape to it. But I have heard they do say that silk can work sort of in place of the nylon to strengthen the yarn. Is that true? I've heard that. It's kind of like the natural nylon or nature's nylon or something. I don't know. So it might work okay as socks anyway. But maybe it should be somewhere more visible, you know. Something shawly up here. Oh, maybe. I do want to make a spindrift shawl actually. I wonder if it'd work well in that. Yeah, that needs looking into. But anyway, that's gorgeous. And I'm actually reviewing this for Sam as well because bless her gracious and generous heart, she said I could have that to review. So thank you, Sam, you sweet, sweet, lovely lady. So yes, I will look forward to that. So I need to cast it on soon, don't I? So I can review it. And then the other person that I was really looking forward to seeing at festival was the lovely Maya of a wool barn. There's her little card. I'm sure you will know Maya from thewoolbarn.com because her yarns are just awesome. And yeah, she's very in demand. She does beautiful things. And yeah, I've been catching her updates, and there's actually a couple of times where I've gone to get something and it's been quite hard to get because she's so in demand. She gets sold out now. And then I saw she was going to festival and I thought, haha, this is my chance. I can go and I won't be able to get cart jacked. It'll be there and I can just pick. So I've been really looking forward to that for a while, to seeing her there. And then when I got there, we were sort of chatting away and I almost, not that I forgot to look at yarns, but I sort of picked something and I came away and thought, oh, maybe I should have got more while I had the chance. I feel like I've missed an opportunity. So what I actually got is this. Isn't it just lush? It's almost like a sort of coffee coloured, it's sort of creamy and like a warm brownie, sort of like a latte type coffee brownie. Mocha, that's what they call it, don't they? But it's got all like little red speckles in it. And there's kind of like a little reddish sheen to the over the brown. Oh, it's lovely. So it's a singles, as you can probably see. And I wanted to get 2 of something. I often get 1 of something, which is great for socks and things, and I'm not really a hat girl. So I wanted 2 to make something a bit bigger. I guess a shawl, probably. But yeah, I just wanted to have the option to sort of have a bit more. So this is her silky singles, and this is her dotted colourway. And it's 70% superwash merino, 30% silk. And it's lovely. So I don't know if I should be putting that with something or I don't know. I think this is going to be one that I have to have and hold and just needs to be with me for a little bit. And at some point the perfect project will come along, but there's no rush because I can just have it for a while. I find some are like that, aren't they? Some you're like, oh, I need to get into this straight away, I love it. And some are like, I can't use this yet because I love it. And then I just picked up a lovely little couple of things. I got this lovely tape that I wanted, I'd seen. I thought, oh, that's so cute. So she very kindly gave me that. Thank you, Maya, you are a sweetie. So that's really cute little washi tape. And I also got this, which is her hand balm. I haven't actually seen it hand balm before, I don't think. But it's like balm as in lip gloss. But obviously you put it on your hands and it's lovely stuff. I'm going to put some on now because I really like it. It's lemongrass and ginger, as you saw, so it's got like a really nice kind of fresh smell to it. And yeah, it's just really nice. Yeah, it's just a nice little thing, a little something other than yarn, but it kind of goes well, doesn't it? Because hands do get dried out, don't they? With the old knitting and crochet, I find. Do you find? I find. Right, let's just see if we have talked about everything. I think that's probably enough to be going along with, to be honest with you. I have got some other things, but they might have to tide over to next time because otherwise it just gets a bit long and, you know, we've all got lives to be getting on with, haven't we? So yeah, that'll probably be it for now, I think, and I will see you next time with more progress. Okay, well, I hope you're having a lovely week and have a lovely weekend, and I shall hopefully speak to you soon. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and thanks for coming back, and thanks for checking me out if you're new. Okay,